Kaiser Vorse Raider. I don't know when this card came out, but I found it recently when I was looking at level 5 monsters, which could special summon themselves for another video I was doing. And I was like, this guy looks awesome, and his effect seems like it's a lot of fun. Every time he destroys a monster, you gain 500 attack. And if he's destroyed by battle, the monster who destroyed them loses 500 attack permanently. He also gains 500 attack permanently every time he destroys a monster. It's not temporary. And he can special summon himself from your hand if you control no monsters, and he has 1900 attack. Which is decent attack, but not very good attack for a level 5 monster. But yeah, anyway, in order to make a deck based solely around Kaiser Vorse Raider and the original Vorse Raider, Vorse Raider, I'm just going to keep saying it wrong because I don't know how to say it right. Or maybe I am saying it right, I don't know. Since Vorse Raider is actually a decent card in a couple of decks, since he's a level 4 vanilla monster with a high attack. So he's a target for Rescue Rabbit, and Minoan Centaur, which is actually not half bad. I've made a couple of decks with this guy in the past, so I just kind of modified one for Vorse Raider specifically. And I also threw in Zodiac monsters, just Molmarat, because this is like the most reliable way to search out Kaiser Vorse Raider. Since he's level 5, he can't be searched out with Fire Formation. But he can be searched out with Bullhorn, which is brought out very easily with the Zodiac engine. And it also allowed me to get some very convenient tribute fodder and a very convenient destroy monsters on their turn effect. So he really helped with the consistency of the deck. But I also, didn't want to make the deck overwhelmed with Zodiac, so I'm only playing Molmarat. But I think that's how Zodiac cards play anyway. They're good in like any deck. So I guess I was just using them like how they're intended to be used, as like a complement to decks that don't really overwhelm the main theme of them.